Hello, welcome to Octagon Garage. My name is Robert, and today I wanted to talk to you about fuel pumps. Spring is going to be here soon, and we're going to want to get our cars out of their winter slumber. It's been pretty cold. Well, been pretty cold this winter. Started off mild, but got pretty cold. And with your car sitting for a few months, the fuel pump sometimes won't want to run. The contact points get a little corroded, and so I just wanted to show you a quick little trick on how you can get a little more life out of your fuel pump. And so let's go take a look at this. Move you guys here. I already got a fuel pump dismantled, and it's got the contact points. Let's see, right here. It's got the contact points in here, and you can see they get a little bit pitted and dirty. And the other trick you can do, you jump in your car, you put a fresh battery in it, or you get it charged up, and you don't hear the pump run. You can crawl under the car, take a screwdriver, and just give it a tap on the side. And a lot of times it'll get going again. I know with Bernadette right now, she's been doing that for over a year now. I get in the car, I gotta give it a little tap, and it starts running, and then it's fine. Let it sit for a couple of weeks, and it does it over again. So, this isn't the pump that's out of that car. This is another one I had laying around. So, I haven't taken the pump out of Bernadette yet. I just wanted to let you see what the internals look like and what you can do. Now, if you've got an electronic pump, a solid state where it doesn't have the contact points, of course this isn't going to apply. But I've already taken the screws. Out of this plate, which makes this loosened, to get the cover off, because the cover goes through like such. There's a spade connector that connects on here, along with a brass nut, and also the lock washer that goes along with that. And then on the plastic cover, the factory, all they did is they would take black electrical tape and wrap it around this joint here. Of course, I don't have it all the way down because I have it partially dismantled, but to give it a little bit of a watertight fit. So anyway, like I said, it's already loose. There's this pin that goes through here that retains this other half of the cradle for the points, for the point breakers. So this is going to be difficult to show you on camera without me being in the way and all, but basically just take some very fine sandpaper and sand the points, the lower and the upper part. I've also done this without taking the pin out to loosen it. I've just gently pulled up on the other set of the points and cleaned them that way, and then got down in between this Bakelite plastic frame and the other part and cleaned it that way too, and that does work. But get it folded over real good, give that a try, and sand them. Push down on the top, on this top piece up here for the other side of the breaker point. Probably would help if I didn't have the... Let's retry this sandpaper. I had it folded wrong. You can sand the upper and the lower at the same time. So you want to clean this. And you don't have to go hog wild. I mean, the last time I had this problem with my car, last time I did this was probably, 6-7 years ago. It was right after I'd gotten it. And I don't drive it much, so it sits. This is what I'm talking about, how you could just gently pry that up to get underneath those contact points. And then, oops, and then you can just sand them. You want to try and get them sanded as square as possible. You don't want to round the corners off or anything. Now, if you get into the pump and you look at it and they're pitted real bad, and this little trick doesn't work, of course you can buy the new contact points from Moss. I don't know why, but the Moss, I believe Moss Europe, the Moss UK, they sell a conversion kit to convert it to solid state, but they don't sell it here in the United States. But you can buy the whole pump with the, solid state on there. So I don't know why they do that. Been wanting to get the kit, give it a try. But anyway, let's see. So you can see it cleaned them up just a little bit. Could probably go a little further with it, but I'm not going to. So we'll put the roll pin back in. It's just a small, just a small little roll pin. And make sure it's clean. It also goes through the cradle that holds the contact points lever arm itself, and it goes through the frame, and then it goes through the other half. I'm going the wrong way with that. You got to get all three of these pieces kind of lined up. It can be a little bit fiddly. I'll probably end up cleaning this pump up a little bit better, and this is going to go into the MGC that's behind me. It's got some sort of aftermarket pump that's not correct for the car. Oh, there we go. Now it's sliding together. Just takes a little bit of finagling to get this. There we are. And there's the pin installed. Right here. It goes right through. So, like I said, this is going to go in the MGC. And I need to get a bracket for it. I don't have the... I noticed the last time I was under the car, I was looking at the fuel system, that the bracket is gone. So I'll have to get a bracket. I don't know if I've got one laying around, or I know you can buy replacement brackets. So then the two screws, you have a ground strap. You've got a ground strap that goes through here, that the one screw goes through. And it's got not only a screw, but it's got a little spring on there. Both sides have the spring. And that goes through. And that goes all the way into the body. It goes all the way into the body of the pump housing. It's actually, well, the housing side for the electromagnetic coil that's in here. Get this tightened up. Tighten those down. Double make sure that our contact points are in alignment. We're a little off. There's a screw right here where the wires connect to, and that also controls this upper plate. So you can loosen this and you can move that plate left to right and front to back. Also, this plate right here, it's got a tab and it's held down by that screw. So get that in place. There we are. And now, oh, the other thing too, of course, you know, the contact points would be all the same. But, you know, we have negative earth pumps for the and positive earth pumps. You know, the earlier cars had the positive earth, and the later cars had the negative earth. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. So I got a battery charger here and negative post right there. We can just hook this to the frame or to the body, and then the positive goes to this post right here that we took the nut and the spade connector off, and we'll just test run this and see how it works. That's with running 10 amps through it, and it works fine. It's putting out a little bit of air, but I suspect the diaphragm is probably gone bad. So, like I said, it'll need a rebuild and clean up so we know it doesn't leak and that we're good to go. And then, of course, you just put the cover back on, put the spade connector back in place with the lock washer. It's one of those little, well, I showed you earlier. It's one of those little star dealies, for more technical terms, right? And then kind of tight quarters there to get that nut down, but you know, as you see, and then put your electrical tape around the edges. So anyhow, that is just a quick little demonstration of what you can do to get a little more life out of your pump. If it, you know, you get in the car and it doesn't want to run, just a quick little tip. So get you down the road. And also, you'll know that if it's one of the issues is you give a little tap and all of a sudden she starts running again. Yeah. So anyway, till next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.